Alright, let's see if we can get this show started. Let me know if you guys can hear me in the chat. I think there's a couple folks in here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's April 27th, 2024. And it's a beautiful day today. Actually, I'm pretty excited. I actually went out this morning and took the cats out. Big cat dad. Oh good, hey Skew, good to have you. Alright, let me see if I can move over to this screen. Actually, first off, you guys probably want to see me. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe you want to see me, maybe you don't. This is what I look like. So welcome. This is the Central Ohio GameDev Meetup Event. We are the Central Ohio GameDev Group, or AKA also known as COGG. My name is Wesley Adams. I've been working with COGG for a long time. I'm also a 3D artist, animator. I usually tell folks by day I work in e-learning, and by night I do game development. So a lot of stuff on the weekends and throughout the week. Help all of you. We are not alone. I'm also here with, or not here today, but we have our admin team. There's Caleb, Tony, and Tom are our main coordinators. So if you see them in our Discord channel, which I'll show you how to get contact with that real soon, they are there to help as well. So throughout the weeks, if you have any questions or need any help, that is our goal, is to help connect game development opportunities to you. We do that through multiple different ways, and I'll kind of talk about that here in a sec. But if you're here for the first time, let us know. We want to know, to get to know you a bit more. We have some exciting things to showcase today, some events coming up, some showcases of things that kind of happened in this month, and some notes and events and news coming up next month. So that's kind of what this event is for, is to kind of get at the end of the month kind of an update of what things are to come. So be sure to tune in every end of the month. We're trying to do these in person. We're still trying to work on those things. I know I keep talking about that. There's a lot of moving parts to get that working. But there are some things to kind of note for next month as well. So let me kind of do a little spiel, especially for those of you who are new. what our game group is all about. So that last picture you saw was just kind of a little group showcase of what we have. We have quite a few different members. You may have found us on meetup.com. You may have found us on Discord. You may have found us on Facebook. However you found us, we are there to help support you. So we are a collection of game developers who want to help each other make games. We collaborate with other groups like CCAD, Columbus State, OSU. We also have sister sites in Cleveland and Cincinnati. And there's actually a new game group in Dayton as well. So there's the Gem City tech group that helps another group there. So there's a lot of different things that we can connect you with. If you are not, part of the central Ohio area, Columbus, that's okay. If you're not part of Ohio, that's okay. We help everybody. So, I mean, we've connected with folks in Kentucky, in Michigan, Pennsylvania, Illinois. So there's a lot of different, outreaches too. And even if you're like outside of the states, we're here to help. We're not really gigantically big, so we're still pretty small. We want to help anybody that's interested. So if you got something you want to showcase, or if you got a game coming up, please let us know. We'll be happy to promote you and kind of connect you with different folks, and just kind of help get you where you need to be, right? Whether it's your first time doing games, or if you've been doing this for a while or thinking about doing this for a while, we're here to help. So a couple things to kind of shout out. There's our online links at the bottom there, but in the center we always kind of showcase some events that are coming up in person and online for next month. So next month, I actually been talking to the professor at the Columbus College of Art and Design at CCAD, which is actually my alma mater. I went there for animation. She is actually doing the new program for game design and art. And there is a showcase for Chroma. So Chroma is like a big student showcase every year, and she's helping to showcase at the design building there on the second Friday of the month in May 10th from 4 to 8 p.m., which is having us push our normal second Friday of the month event, which is Prototype and Play. But it's a great event. It's a great way to kind of see different student works. So if you want to learn more about that, I've actually got that link right here. So I'll post that in the chat. So they have a lot more than just the game exhibits, obviously. This is a public event. This is kind of this one. So if you know where Cleveland and Broad Street is, this one building is the design building. So they're going to be showcasing their games there, but there's also animation, comics, fashion, film, fine art. So this is a great way to kind of get out and about. And I know I've been trying to do more in-person events, so this is kind of a nice way to kind of get us looking at some games that the students are working on. So feel free to go there. They have food trucks and stuff, all kinds of really cool events. So definitely check that out. We have our Prototype and Play event, which this is going to be online. This is tentative. I actually have a conflict schedule with that. I just realized when I was making this. But we're working to get, a fill-in for that. So I'll keep you posted on that. We still have it for May 17th from 6 to 9 p.m. And that actually is right in our Discord channel. So if you're not familiar with our Discord channel, let me go ahead and see if I can get that link for you. Let's see. This is normally the link we send out. It's actually down here too, right? So this Discord link down here is free for you to use. And I'll put that in the chat. But what's really cool about that is we have, let me kind of show you. Once you join our channel, you'll start here. You'll start in the welcome section. So we got a couple people popping in. Hey, how's it going? But when you go over here on the left side, there is a README rules section. This is kind of gives you a little bit of a snippet of kind of our code of conduct and things like that. There's, our Prototype and Play event that we normally do, our Let's Play, and our GameDev meetup. These are the 3 events we always do each month when we can. A bunch of social media info. You can also find a bunch of this on our website, which I'll show here in just a sec. But if you scroll down for a Prototype and Play, when it is online, is actually down here in the prototype and play, what's called a category. You can actually open and close that. And that you'll see actually game events that happened last month. So there's actually quite a few in here. We had a really big showing last month, which is really cool. So if you are interested in doing this, let us know ahead of time. It helps us out, set these up. But we are going to do a new, like, I hate to say it, but like a little bit of a rule. When we're showcasing, what we do is we go from channel to channel. Will request that each showcase is about 20 to maybe 30 minutes long. That'll allow us to get everybody in. If you do show up during the event, we still will have you. We actually went past the 9 p.m. event, and people were still happy to kind of stop by and look at everybody's games. But that'll probably be, as long as we can, right? Which is a great thing to have. Like, I mean, normally we only have a couple of people, but you guys really had a lot of really cool showcasings this month. So definitely stop by if you can. It's a great way for our development team of our different communities to get feedback on their games and their projects. And it doesn't even have to be just a game. You can showcase art, you can showcase music, you can showcase a mechanic, a design, or programmatic mechanic. Anything that's game related, you're more than welcome to do that. So we try to go through as many as we can. You will get, once you let me know, so my name is WOLFG4M3R, that's Wolf Gamer. You'll see me on Discord, probably Wesley here, because that's kind of the name there. But you can message me, you can message us at info@thecogg.com. I get those emails as well, put that in the chat. And it's a great way for us to kind of either talk to you, or if you have a text, like if you want to be part of this prototype and play, we start here in this text channel and this voice channel actually right here. And if you want to present, just let us know. We'll make for you a pairing text channel and a pairing voice channel for you to stream. The text channels are there for you to add any kind of links that you want, right? So we keep these up for about a month until the next prototype and play. You'll actually see the members here on the right side. We'll actually give you a role, so if you ever want to talk to them in the future, you can talk to them. But what we actually suggest people to do is, if you want an ongoing channel, we tell people to actually go to the Share Your Games channel, which actually I'm going to talk about a couple of these today. And this is a great way to post your games. You see a bunch of them here. They basically have the ability, once you hit the new post button, you can go in and add your new post. You can add stuff periodically, as you kind of see here, and it's a great way for us to keep in tabs of like what you're working on. So I'll go through some of these today, but you can tag these as adventure, family, roguelike, whatever. There's a lot of really good tags there, and these will stay up forever, like as long as we have our Discord channel, obviously. So feel free to add these, and whenever they're updated, they get pushed to the top. So the newest stuff is at the top, the oldest stuff is the bottom. So some of you, if you have an update and you wanted to see it go back to the top, feel free to add an update and it'll show up here. And usually what I do is anything that kind of happened during this month, and when we do our game dev meetups, I try to showcase or give a little bit of shout out to that. But feel free to go through our Discord channel. We'll be inviting folks after this event to join us in Discord, and we'll actually be in this general voice channel, which I'll talk about after the event too. Feel free to talk to us. We'll be here till, I usually say at least until 4 p.m. Obviously, if it's, not a lot of talk going on, we'll cut it short. But for the most part, if you want to join us, feel free to do so. I've got a live room that I'm in right now because we actually have someone showcasing today, so that's pretty exciting stuff. But yeah, feel free to join our Discord. It's a great way to talk to us in person. While online, I guess. Not really in person. But like, talk to us actively online throughout the weeks. All right, so definitely check that out. So that's Prototype and Play. That's again May 17th from 6 to 9 p.m. on our Discord channel. I will be talking with our team to make sure that's confirmed. But if you ever want to go to our channels, you can always go, or to our events, you can always go to our Meetup page. They have our events most up to date right here. You'll actually see that Chroma game art design showcase. We have Prototype and Play updated to May 17th. So if you ever want to see any of our events, just check us out there on meetup.com. And then we have our Let's Play series. So last month we did puzzle games. That was a lot of fun. We played a couple different abstract puzzle games. That was a lot of fun to kind of see people's feedback on that. So if you ever want to join those, or if you ever want to, actually just watch while you're doing stuff throughout the day, that's the third Sunday of the month. So we're tentatively doing it for May. Well, I say tentatively. We're pretty sure we're going to do May 19th from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Again, if you ever want to join those with me or whoever's showcasing, let us know. We are happy to have anybody on the stream. We just basically do what we do here. We go on Discord, we play the games, and we do a deep dive on games that can be, things that are popular at the time. They can be based on a theme, like I did this month, which was puzzle games. And if you ever want to see those, you can always go to our YouTube channel. Do I have that up? Yep. You can go to our YouTube channel, and if you go to the playlists, you can see all our different playlists, and automatically added is the Let's Plays. So you'll see last time, oh actually that's the oldest one. I think the newest one is here, right? Yep. So, okay, so you'll see this one where we've done a couple different games for like, this game was a lot of fun. I don't remember the name of this one. Yeah, this one was pretty neat. We did Garagoa, and then we did another one. I forget which one. Oh yeah, little to the left. I think it or something like that. Yeah, so these were fun. So definitely check those out. And then the last one again is this one that you're here right now. So this one is the GameDev Meetup, which is always usually the last Saturday of the month, which is May 25th from 1 to 4 p.m. So this is a great way if you're wondering what's happening next month and what's coming up down the line. Definitely join these or watch them later, because they're a great way to see what's going on in our area. I got a ding, ding, ding. I got a ding? Hear that? I don't know what that is. Maybe I got disconnected or something. Okay, I'll check that out later. I got a headset. Oh. Ha! Yeah, it looks like my Steam VR got disconnected, so I'll have to deal with that later. Okay. So let's go ahead and move to the next one. Oops. Did I just got denied? I got denied. All right. Whoop. Something's going on. Sorry guys, give me 1 second. I've secretly been showcasing a headset, and I think it's giving me issues. So that's kind of going on in the background. That's fun. Okay. And now my screen is giving me trouble. Alright. Well, give me 1 second. Let me just kind of put this here while we kind of get that going. Sorry about this, guys. Can never be easy, right? Yeah. Oh, and now that's not working. Technology. Okay. There we go. And now as soon as I go back, it's working fine. Well, maybe. Well, let's go ahead and switch this back over. All right. So, as we mentioned before, we had about 2,200 members on Meetup. We've had that for a while. About 700 folks on Discord. So we're a pretty decent size group. So we're happy to kind of help folks. If you get to a point where you have questions on game development, or if you have things that you need to talk more about, let us know. Let me see if I can get this back on. No, it can't. Ugh. Oh, that was a new it can't for what? what reason? Let me know, John. Okay. Cool. And so, oh wow, hold on. I'm running real slow. Okay. Yeah, I got a feeling that my VR thing is acting up, so I might have to close that. Give me 1 sec. Why technology not so easy? It's because I'm running way too many things. Let me see. So I'm going to try to close Steam VR because I think it helps. Yeah, it might be doing better. I was trying to be sneaky and see if I could actually get this to run really well, and then now it's finally crashed. Now it's better. Maybe. Yep. Okay. Let's go back. Is that better, guys? Let me double check that my audio is not like crazy either. So testing, let's see. Is that better, guys? Yep. Okay. Sorry about that. I was trying to be sneaky and try to run a VR connection. But I guess that didn't work. All right. That's a whole nother story. Technology is like that, right? Like especially with game development, it's like, trying to get everything to work. So sorry about that. It does show that we're live, right? So we'll get to that at that point. But anyways, going back to what we're talking about, we have folks on Meetup, we have folks on the COGG Discord. Here's some of our online resources, and kind of showcase a little bit of this. Our website is here, so if you ever want to get connected with our social media, feel free to join us there. There's a lot of information about our group. Our events page is the same thing as our Meetup, so if you ever need to kind of connect there, you can find information about our news, information about different resources. I also like to showcase this game section. If you ever have a game that you want to showcase, we usually showcase this at like conventions and whatnot. So if you ever have those, all you have to do is either click this Add My Game button here on this first card, or this Here button, and it will take you to a Google forum. You fill out this Google forum. I check these, once or twice a week. Sometimes a little bit later, depending on how busy we are. And we just add these. So it just asks you for an image, a short description, and a link to something, right? Your website or your game or anything. It could even be an email or something like that. Whatever you want us to showcase, we can do that there. This is our Meetup page. Again, I kind of mentioned that before. Already did that. And yeah, so I kind of will let you go through the website. But another thing we like to showcase is GDEX coming up. So I'll kind of showcase a little bit of some of our events. So GDEX now has information. We've updated the website a bit, so feel free to go through some of that content. We're always updating it, but specifically in April, our team's been updating that. So now's the time to kind of lock some stuff in. If you want to apply, there's opportunities to be an exhibitor. There's opportunities to be speakers and experiences. Now we are collecting a list of speakers and folks. So if you want to be a part of that, just know that we're working through that. So if you're waiting to hear back if you're an approved speaker or not, just know that you can let us know. But we'll probably be working through that pretty soon. We're gonna try to see who we have and kind of go through that list. But new to April is volunteers. So if you're interested in volunteering, we could always use volunteers. So please do let us know. Same thing, just kind of click on this Learn More button. You can find out more. We are definitely looking for more exhibitors too. We are changing a couple things this year. It's basically you apply, right? We do have ice spaces, which is independent student and experimental. I'll kind of click on this. And that includes table, 2 chairs, 2 exhibitor passes, name card, and electricity for your setup that is specific to the ice space, and access to discounted merchandise, right? We are We are pretty much filled up with artists, but you can apply. We are gauging whether we have more space for that, but if you are an artist and you want to be part of our show, please let us know. And we will try to do our best to get you in there. But that's definitely filling up, which means iSpace is probably not too far away. So if you haven't gotten your iSpace application in, please do that. That will be filling up very soon. And this all happens at the end of October. So if you're interested in like the time frame, you got some time, but like in terms of like the iSpace and artist space, those are going to be filling up soon. The GDEX booths are filling up pretty quickly as well. So definitely check those out. These are a much bigger booth, and they will have a much more larger presence. They include 3 exhibitor passes. Pipe and drape is included in this one, which isn't as as much as these ones. So it's a more professional opportunity there. And then the big one is we are working to get a ton of exhibitors. We've got a big space this year. The price is actually cheaper than last year because we're trying to get a lot more people in there. Trying to do a big show. So definitely check this out if you're interested in showcasing. And just know that we're going to have a really cool show this year. It's going to be a lot like if you were with us back in 2019, right? We had one large space with side rooms for speakers and workshops. We are bringing back, well, we are not bringing it back, but we are having Dev Day on Friday, and that's going to be an all-day workshop for that, this like larger events. So if you want to be a part of that, there's ticket prices here. You can do weekend pass, you can do Friday, Saturday, Sunday passes. There are other additional opportunities with these as you kind of read through some of these notes. You just have to click on them and they'll kind of give you some information. And then there's all kinds of stuff coming soon, like t-shirts and hoodies and things and PJs like we do every year. Yeah, there's Dev Day. There's all access passes, so feel free to go through that. Saturday will be a big, like we will have speakers that day as well, just shorter ones, as well as the exhibitor hall will open up. And Sunday will be similar. We are planning on doing something like a dance party on Saturday night, so that's more to come. I guess I misinformed. So it looks like maybe Thursday is Dev Day, Friday, Saturday, Sunday is GDEX. So that, yeah, I would just kind of look through these dates. Just know that we have a lot of really cool stuff coming up from there. And then also coming up is COGG. So COGG is a retro gaming convention coming up. This is actually going to be June 1st. So if you're interested, I think this is at the state. Yeah, it's at Kashi Hall, so Ohio Expo Center. Really great way, especially if it's your first time doing a convention and you want to go with your family. This is a great retro gaming convention. It's like $15. Anyone under 10 is free with an adult. You get raffle tickets. They have all kinds of speakers and showcases. They have, game swaps and stuff, or game booths and things like that. So definitely check that out. That's another one great coming up to see as well. If you have any other events, let me know. I'm always trying to find, things coming up. So if you have something, just do a shout out in the YouTube channel or let us know in Discord, and we'll try to get that information in there too. Another thing I like to showcase is my partner at Multivarious Games has been doing a cool series on the Sandbox, which is like a community-based game development opportunity that's he's been trying to spin around a bit. We've been trying to get through. If you're interested in seeing more stuff from this, he's been doing a weekly Wednesday 10 a.m. stream on the GDEX channel. So you feel free to find some of that stuff. He's just kind of been inviting industry professionals to talk about different news and articles and things like that. So this month or last week, this week, we had Ben Cavell from MDev Expo in I think Wisconsin, if I remember right. Had a really good talk there, so we're always trying to find some folks. So definitely check them out. Wednesday, 10 a.m. Lots of fun there. all you have to do to find out and get information is just fill out this newsletter, and you should get emails from when things are coming up, as well as other industry information too. So, and I try to get you guys in there too, so that newsletter. So if you got a game coming up, let us know. I try to let them know about them and put that in the article as well. So, cool. All right. So let me kind of get back to our last bits of information. So in today's meeting, we did our news, local events, COGG games, which I'm going to show here in a sec, and some presenters. So I'm going to showcase some of our Discord games that kind of get shout out today, this month. And so if you ever are wanting to see your game live, just post it in our Discord channel under Share Your Games, and I try to post as many as I can there. So we have question of the month I always like to showcase. So after our stream today, feel free to join us in our Discord channel, and I do like an icebreaker question. So mine is, what outdoor activities do you have planned as the weather warms up? So are you going swimming? Are you going hiking? Are you making a game on swimming and hiking? Are you, going out and doing a barbecue? That might be kind of fun. Let us know some ideas, and maybe we can kind of weave those into some of the things we're going to do with COGG this summer, so in spring. And just kind of let us know what you think. We'll be in the Discord channel after this stream, which I'll remind you after our presentations. And so what I want to do now is just kind of do a short snippet of some of our games coming up. So as I remind you, there is, let me just kind of make sure I've got, okay. Boop, boop, boop. So I'm switching around. If you go to our Share Your Games channel, it's under this community categories. You'll see a bunch of our games. So I'm just going to kind of go through some of these today. But yeah, if you ever want to see some of your content on stream, let us know and we'll try to showcase them. So the first one up is this game called, what do we call, Embers? Yeah, Embers. So we posted, it's a short game they made on the goal of not needing a tutorial. So let me know if there's anything that doesn't make sense. They said their test is within person player testers to see how much their score would improve after the first 3 games. And they're curious whether it's easier or harder to understand when they're not present, even if they're silent. So this is great because it's actually a game that kind of runs in the browser. So we'll see how that works. I wonder if I can full screen that. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Click anywhere to start. So this is Embers. So we got a block over here, a fire over here, rain. Oh, okay. Ooh. I'm guessing I don't want the fire to go out, right? Oh. Yeah, I can see it getting dim. Oh no. It's getting faster. So it looks like I can click on the block. Oh, I see. So it looks like it's wood. The wood helps keep it up. This is a really interesting mechanic. Okay. Yeah. So I wasn't sure. I first thought those were bricks. But it looks like it's some kind of fuel, right? And it's getting faster and faster with the rain. Okay. Oop. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, so it looks like I'm trying to keep the fire alive. Oh, I might. Oh, that's it. So I got a score of 462. If you can beat 462, let me know. That was cool. So I'll put that in the chat. That was Embers. So if you want to play that itch.io game, let us know what you think. And then yeah, if you have feedback, let us know in the Discord channel. We've already got some interesting concepts here, so I'd be happy to kind of figure that out. So give that a try. That was Embers. Next one up is we actually had a really cool I would call it like in the tabletop category. This is Timber, right? So this is something someone posted in our channels. We do invite you, if you are interested in showcasing tabletop games, let us know. We do our best to kind of give light to these things, right? I think one of the best things you can do is also provide like a PDF of rules, or if you have like a card game or something like that, if you want to prototype something out, let us know. Tabletop Simulator is a great way too. Tabletop Simulator, you can actually create cards and games and all kinds of stuff and share those with folks. You do have to kind of do a little bit of work to get it into that digital form, but that's another way I've seen people do it. But this is great too. So like if you're wanting to showcase this, they said, hey, I hope it's okay to post a physical game here, which it is. I've been working on this game for over a year, and it's a stacking balance game. As you add leaves to the tree, it grows taller and more interesting. The goal is to keep the balance for as long as possible before it falls. So yeah, this is really cool. So I got a couple photos. So we got like some tree branches down here, and some of these kind of like wrench-like shapes being connected together. That's really cool. I love it. That's kind of like a really tall one. And then that's what it looks like when it's fallen over. So yeah, this is great. I can't wait. Maybe we can get this at our prototype and play event. Which reminds me, because I think I mentioned this before, right? Our prototype and play event, oops, wrong way. Our prototype and play event is usually the second Friday of the month. So in May, it's going to be online. But we usually every 3 months go to Game Arena. So in June, we'll have it there, which means, let me see if I can get that up and going. Game Arena, Columbus. So if you're not familiar with Game Arena, this is usually where we go to. It's downtown near OSU campus. We grab some snacks and stuff. And this will be in June, so if you're interested in showcasing physical games, that's a great time to do it. There is a bar downstairs if you do want, a drink if you're, obviously old enough. But we do welcome families. It is an open family event, so we basically have the upper catwalk area where you can bring your laptop or something like that, or your tabletop games, and showcase them there. It's also a really great esports facility if you're interested in doing that for a cool night show. They have places for people to play games throughout the night if you do want to do card games or physical games or digital games, or if you're training for a game for esports reasons. They have all kinds of things going on all the time. But yeah, this has been great. Thanks for showcasing Timber. I hope I get to play it sometime in person sometime. That'd be really cool. And then the next one I wanted to move on to is that we've had this before, but Stitched Together is now in a demoable state.
Something weird is going on, and it's not just us having
So I'll
been away
showcase
from
the demo.
Ow!
Really? Doesn't seem that weird to me. Maybe I'm just a homebody.
No, I'm sure it wasn't there last summer. Things don't just appear and disappear. Hey!
Yeah, there must be something real dangerous down there. Or at least something spooky. Like there was someone chained up down there.
They look like needles?
Not just needles. Golden needles.
Ah, crap!
Will I ever see my dad again? I don't want to be stuck here.
Please, at once, do not continue your reckless destruction.
Just a quick
Here comes the boom!
So that is Stitched Together. So we've been following along with them for a while. So they just released their demo. So if you're interested in playing that game and obviously giving some feedback and some love, let us know. We'd love to hear what you think. So you can download the demo. The release date is to be announced, but there looks like they're trying to get some feedback. I've done a lot of really cool games, this studio, so I can't wait to play it. I just found this out like today because I've been trying to catch up on things, but I can't wait to play it and give some feedback and let us know. You can let them know on Steam, or if you're on our Discord channel, you can let them know here. You can find some information, and yeah. So next up is I'll our first-person stapler game. So let me see if I can get that going here. First-person stapler's been in the works for a little bit. If you want to play a version of it, you can here. I mean, it's yeah. Let me see if that's actually, this is probably better. More direct, right? So you can download, or it's just like $1. But I've been following along because they've been doing dev blocks. I'll show the most recent one here.
What's up? I'm the developer for First Person Stapler, and I wanted to take a moment to talk about the art style in this game. The game is very heavily inspired by Office Space, so I wanted to have some 90s aesthetics. I looked at the PS1 graphics for a while. They're beautiful, and most importantly for a solo developer, and easy to make, although they're very drab. So instead, I stole a color palette from the Sega Genesis. This is the Sega Dreamcast, but you know, still bright popping colors. Even though we're splicing in some of the Sega looks, we're still largely using techniques from the community. Everything is a maximum of 256 by 256 textured. A lot of things are 128 by 128 or even 64 by 64 for the sprites. I could have gone a more traditional PlayStation 1 way and taken real pictures and mashed them into textures off of that, which would have saved me a lot of time, but that wouldn't have given me the color palette that I wanted. So everything is hand-drawn. A lot of shadow work is also built into the textures to begin with, which sometimes looks weird when you kick a computer over and you see the bottom of it still has a shadow drawn onto it, but it mostly looks good. Like the couch cushions look like they're accepting shadows the right way even though it's just a flat texture. That technique specifically I wanted to use after reading about how the old Tomb Raiders were built. Anyway, this is just a short little video to tell you why the game looks how it looks and how I made it look that way. Not a lot of detail. Thanks for watching. Check out the game. Bye.
Alright, so if you want to watch that, feel free to see more, that video or more of his videos on Imitation Crab YouTube channel. There's a growing list of uploads and stuff. And yeah, give some feedback, give some love. So next up we have, we did Walking Stick. So this one's pretty neat. We've had this one in our channel for a sec, but I think there's been some updates. And we're going to have them showcase a bit, I think, for the prototype and play next month. So I'll do a little bit short snippet on this game. Go through the instructions. So moving around is the arrow keys, or WASD, or ADSW. There's space bar for jump, or move right. There's fire option is move left, is the option key, or move left. F1 is help, F2 is save, F3 is load, P for pause, escape for quit, tab for next weapon, shift tab for previous weapon. Select weapons 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And here's your little toggles. So let's see how this game plays. Oh, let me go ahead and see if there's any debug mode on. Easy, firing, 8 direction, simple. Okay. Oh yeah, I wonder if, yeah, let's see what that is. Alright. See if I can get that going. It does contain flashing, so just beware. Some flashing. That was like the old retro Apple computer. That's cool. Apple II, yeah. Nice. So the evil Lord Byron has kidnapped... Oh wow, that's loud. Hold on. I had to turn that down for me. Haha, okay. The evil Lord Byron has kidnapped our hero Walking Stick's favorite pet, his bird Rudy. Can your guide our hero... Oh. Ah. I guess I'll have to read that later. Alright, let's get started. So, I'm moving around with the WASD. Let's see if I can... I thought I could jump. Alright. guess it depends on which I've chosen. Let's see if I interact. I can pick up coins. Oh no! I don't know what that was. Oh. Walking stick. The evil Lord Byron has captured Rudy and must rescue him. Oh, man. Space to jump? Yeah, I hit the space to jump, but that doesn't seem to work. What was the other one? Option? Uh-oh. Ha! Guess I'm going to have to figure out how to jump first. So I thought it was spacebar. So if I hit Alt, Shift, or Control, Shift... Was it Option button was another one? Nope. Well, I know that I had weapons and Shift tab. Yeah. Oh! Right click. Maybe. That did work. I guess I only get one jump. Let me see. Yeah. I might be stuck. Wait, that was it. That was it. Down. Okay, S. Okay. There you go. Now I just gotta figure out how to fire. Hey, I'm just happy if I can jump. Oh my goodness, why? There's 3. Oh, it ate at me. So it's almost like you hold down the button. Nice. Now I'm getting the hang of it. Okay, let's see if I can. Cool. Oh. There we go. Oh no! Wait, did it count? Yeah! Okay, cool. Oh! You can't get me if I'm climbing. Oh shoot. Getting too cocky. Man, those bat blob things are vicious. Yeah, this is cool. I really like the art style on this. Oh, how do I get down? Uh-oh. Oh no. It's like it's not letting me off. There we go. Oh man. Oh no. It gave me a kiss. Oh no! Cool, I'll give it another try. I just want to do a short snippet. But I want to give it some a chance to... Oh! Oh no! You can't see me. Oh shoot! No! Yeah, I don't know if it's just having a hard time getting off once you go down. Oh shoot. Oh no. Oh hey, I got it. Yeah, one jump man. Pretty much, pretty much. I'm glad it's not super hard to defeat those, because it's definitely not the easiest thing to do to get right above them. Okay. I wonder what the oh no, I might have to... Oh no! Ah. Okay. I think that's a good sample. Did I put that in the post? Yeah, walking stick. So feel free to try this out. Ironhide worked on this game, so feel free to try it out and let us know what you think. So that, let's see if I can. Yeah. So that's this. So if you want to take a look at some of the mechanics there, I think it just depends on what. Yeah, your Apple II method or your ASDW method. I was probably picking the harder one. So, yeah. So feel free to check that out. We've got, I think that's all done. That's all done. Cool. All right. Without further ado, I think we're going to go ahead and get our main presenter showcase today. So it's kind of letting you guys know. Doop, doop. We have our games today, and Bone and Arrow VR. So we're gonna try something for the first time this year. This time, we're gonna showcase a VR game live on our GameDev meetup, in our online one, anyways. So let me go ahead and get that set up. And while you're waiting on it, I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys where you can find more information about it on Steam. This just got released back in March 28th. I've got Bernie on our developer on the backside helping us out showcase this game and talk a little bit about what he did to kind of build this. It's a lets your I do a short description. Say lets your arrows fly towards enemies or friends. Hone your skills and join allies to demonstrate your archery prowess. Work together or against each other to survive in this fantastical world of bones and arrows. So I'll do a little bit of the trailer. So you have character customization. You have PvP. That was a good shot. All kinds of archery skills and crafting items. Well, I guess not crafting so much as eating and gaining abilities. Different types of arrows. We'll go over all this in the gameplay. It's fun to eat the apples. Oh no. Yeah, this game's pretty fun. So, nice. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is it's going to take a sec just to kind of get things through. So if you got a point where you want to use the bathroom, or if you need to take a sec and take a break, we're gonna get set up here. So I'm gonna bring Bernie over, and then when we're ready, I'll post it in the chat. So let me go ahead and move on over to this screen and see what we can do here. So, all right. So Bernie, if you wanted to jump on over, you're more than welcome to at this point. Let me see if I can get you started, and we can kind of talk through this process because I had to close my Steam page, which has been fun. So I'm gonna get my headset back up and running. If I can't do it, if I can't join him on here, then I will I'll let him drive a little bit. So, all right. Bernie is Hinch for life on Discord if you need to see him. So what I'm going to go ahead and do now is attempt to put on my headset and see if I can get this running, and then I'll have him join. But Bernie, are you live here now, or are you?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Oh, yeah. Let me go ahead and turn my volume back up because I had to turn that down for some of the music. So there we go. That should be. Go ahead and test. Just talk.
Test.
Okay. I'll bump that up a little bit. Okay. Cool. So that should be good. Let me go ahead and put my headset on. Oh, this is going to be weird. We're doing it live.
Yeah, VR especially is one thing that when it goes wrong, it goes horribly wrong.
All right. All right. Can you still hear me? Okay.
Yep.
All right. Cool. So go ahead while I get things ready on my end. You want to give a little bit of shout out of who you are, what you've been working on, and your journey in this game development process of Bone and Arrow.
Sure. Yeah. Who am I? What a question. Yeah, my name's Bernie. So yeah, I graduated OSU class of, 2017. Feels like forever ago. Studied computer science engineering. I worked for JP Morgan Chase for about 5 years, and things were starting to get pretty stagnant and boring. So it was just last year I started learning game development, and I've been a huge VR fan, early adopter. So yeah, that immediately drew my attention. So I just started working out of Unity, started doing some tutorials, following along with their VR coursework that they laid out. And then yeah, I just decided let's go all in. I knew I wanted to make a archery game because I think archery lends itself really well to VR because it's not a full body experience, but like, you reach in for arrows, you need two hands to use your weapon. I think it lends itself to VR very well. And that was the first VR game I ever played. Was the Vive's or Steam's Lab, I think they called it. They had like a archery simulator in it, and it was super fun. So yeah, this has been in development for a little, I guess, under a year. Started really full-time working on it May of last year. And yeah, as Wes said, in March it went early access. And yeah, so I guess on the technical side, it's a Unity game. It's using Unity's XR interaction toolkit. And I myself, I'm only a dev. So I've been doing all the coding and stuff, but all the assets and everything, I've just been relying on Unity's asset store. And I have a buddy of mine, he's a 3D artist, so he created a couple of the assets in the game. But for the most part, I've just been sourcing the artwork or, like opening Microsoft Paint and touching some stuff up if I need to. But yeah, it's been quite a journey, really. I think what people always say that, making the game is the easy part, the hard part is marketing. That's been my experience as well. The game dev stuff is fun. That's why we do it. But once you try to get it sold and start earning any sort of income off of it, then things start to get really difficult. But I'm loving the process. It's been a lot of fun. It's a very rewarding, I guess, job or hobby or however you approach it. It's a very rewarding experience. And I think doubly so for VR. But a little more about the game. Yeah, in its current state, it is PvP only right now. I decided to focus on the multiplayer aspect of it because once I started dabbling in it, I learned that anything you make in the game, you need to basically revisit it if you want it to get working in multiplayer. So once I realized that, I was like, all right, let's focus on the multiplayer first and get it out there as soon as possible. So right now it's PvP only, and in the future it's going to be PvP and PvE. So yeah, right now PvP is out, and I started working on the PvE aspects of it. So I'm working on enemy AI stuff right now,
Well,
which is also very fun.
I have good news. I think I got it working.
Oh yeah, I see it up.
Yeah, you see it on the stream?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Good. Yeah. That was the one thing I was going to say. I don't know. I wonder if my audio is coming through. I heard double audio when I had. So VR is interesting, right? It's kind of like a lot of different technology pieces put together. So for the Quest 2 is what I have. I use a link which you may see in the camera. I don't know. It's just like a little cable that goes to my computer. And for the Quest, it's not really a strong VR headset. So what you can do, which is one of it's usually a tetherless VR device, but when tethered, meaning it's connected to a computer, I can get a lot of the specs of a larger computer like I would other headsets. But it's tricky. We spent about an hour where we were getting it working well, and then an hour where it wasn't working, and I finally got it working. So I'm glad it's working. We'll see how it goes. If not, like I said, we'll switch it over. But currently, yeah, let's get something started. So let me see if my audio is coming through. Yep, cool. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'll periodically look through the YouTube channel. So if you have any questions, post them there. I'll try to get back to you. I think Bernie's going to try to help too. If we see stuff, we'll try to answer any questions. But definitely during or afterwards, we're happy to kind of help. So I'm going to go ahead and stream through my device, and I will actually. That's a good question. Do you want to stream or you want me to stream? I guess it doesn't matter. I think let's stream through. I guess mine would probably be smoother.
I see your stream and it looks good. I don't hear the audio because I haven't.
I've turned it off. Let me go ahead and get that back on. Because we were going to get double audio.
You have a pop-up window. You might want to move over top the game.
Yeah. That's because of that. Boop. There we go. All right. Cool. So now, should hear audio from the game. Let me double check. It seems like it's picking it up. Let me just see if I can hear it. Wrong one. Oop. It seems like it's picking it up. Let me just see if I can hear it. Let us know if you hear game audio in the stream. But I'm going to go ahead and get this started. So if you're interested in character customizations, you have a lot of different options here. You can also do a so you can calibrate it, which I've already done, but it's basically just you set your arms out, calibrate there. I'm sitting down, so it kind of moved me down a little bit.
Yeah, it's gonna make your guy real small.
Yeah. Should I recalibrate it with me standing?
Probably. Unless
Okay.
you want to play it seated, but your guy's gonna be
Here, I'll just
interestingly proportioned.
see if I can redo. There you go. All right. So he's calibrated that way. So yeah, you can customize. There's a randomization. So if you want to play around with some of those, some really cool stuff in here. Let's do pink hair. Why not? It'll get started. So as I go through here, you can create a room or you can join a room. We've been doing join a room because he'll usually host. Now, if I wanted to find a specific room, how would I go about doing that? That's one thing I wasn't really sure about. We're going to do...
Yeah, so if you go in join room, you can list all the open rooms, or if you made like a private room, then you would put in the exact name of the room.
Oh, okay.
Join.
Yeah. So then we've got one named COGG. That's you, right?
Yep.
Okay. So then I'll hit join there.
And my guy's going to be all crouched and weird looking. But
Oh, is he?
Let me go hop into... I'll go hop in VR, because my headset's just
Oh,
on the ground
yeah.
right now.
Yeah, so you don't have it on yet. Cool.
Alright,
While you're doing that,
right
I'm going
there.
to take a quick peek. Oh, okay. So you guys don't see this. This is my bad. I think I haven't been streaming. Let's do that. Or no, that is working. Sorry. I'm looking at stuff on YouTube and I don't really see an update there, so. Alright, we should be good. Alright.
Alright, you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Cool.
This is kind of hard because it's like hard to test to make sure everything's okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Stop us if this becomes confusing, chat. And we will make sure. Because this is a kind of, like I said, this is the first time doing VR, so it's kind of like a little bit different. So we got them. If you do happen to have the game, you ever want to join us, feel free to do so. But yeah, let's go over some of the basic mechanics of this game, and because I know there's a couple things to do around here, and then we'll kind of go through the PvP section. So if I first came in, what's the first thing I should start to look for?
Well, there is a tutorial that I didn't have you go through.
Oh,
And
okay,
of
yeah.
course, now my VR's screwing up. Oh god. But yeah, I didn't have you go through it because we're testing on a beta branch right now, and I
Yeah.
switched around some of the mechanics, so the
Gotcha.
tutorial would have been broken. And I might need to restart my stuff.
Yeah, you're like a banshee right now,
I
jumping
just-
jumping around.
yeah.
Oh, you went through the wall.
Oh, I almost fell off the cliff.
Yeah.
Okay, we might be okay.
Cool. Well, while they're doing that, I'm
Yes.
going to showcase some of the bow stuff in this archery range, since I know that part.
Okay, yeah.
So you have your hands here, right? On a controller, you have two buttons on either controller hand, and you have your thumbstick. So left thumbstick, or excuse me, right thumbstick, left and right turns me left and right. If I push up on the thumbstick, I jump, and if I push down, I switch to the back, like do a quick 180. If I move my thumbstick on the left controller, I can move around, and then obviously if I want to look, I just move left and right. If I want to run, I could push in the left thumbstick and move, and I'll kind of run a little bit. So if you're a little slow and you're trying to catch up with someone, you can do that. And then if I press the A button on the right controller, I bring up this little menu. So this would be like my inventory. They got 3 slots for things I could pick up. Right now I have a default arrow, but there are other arrows I can pick up later. And the red bar is the health. So I guess that's...
And a couple points of clarification.
Yeah.
So, yeah, to bring up your inventory, you just need to rest your thumb on any of the buttons, and it'll bring it up. And
oh, really?
yeah, I
That's
really
cool.
love. They have like just touch mechanics for buttons, so that way you don't have to interact.
Yeah, I don't know if you can
that
see
brings
that.
us to what we were talking about before, just like the limited resource of having the buttons on your controller. You only have 2 buttons. So when you want to do anything, it's like, do you really want to waste a button on that action?
Right.
So yeah, adding just touch to the buttons just basically adds another mechanic you can do.
Yeah, it's cool. I like that. So I'm not even pressing down, I'm just putting my thumb over top of those 2 buttons. And it's like, hey, because you got to keep in mind that the headset is recording your actual hand movements, right? So it can see some of that stuff. I didn't even know that was an option. That's really cool. Yeah, sweet. So if we'll kind of get to that later, but maybe I can pull out a bow and show you guys how to start that part. So if I take my right hand, what is it, like, and trigger?
Yeah, grip button.
The grip
grab
button.
stuff.
So there's two triggers on the bottom of a controller. There's a top trigger and a bottom trigger. Your index finger or your middle finger. So I would do the middle finger, pull that out, and the same thing on my left side to pull out an arrow. And then if I let go, I let go of those, right? But if I do that again on the right side, or excuse me, the left side, pull out the arrow, pull out the bow, and pull out the arrow again. and then kind of what I do is I aim it straight. I put the bow on, or the arrow on the bow, and then where the string is, it'll start to attach it to that string, pull back, and I just aim and let go. And whatever it gets shot at sticks, including people. So let's see if I can do this again. So there's another cool thing if you, Bernie was telling me, if you hold down the index finger on the left controller, you get kind of, what is this, like a careful breathing mode. See how my vision's going like crazy? But then I can get a better aim with a little bit of a trail indicator. So I kind of know exactly where it's going to hit. So I can start to get pretty accurate. And I'm still not really that great. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Let me just make sure no one's got any questions so far. Okay, cool. Good so far. Alright, sweet. So, oh, is it actually taking points?
Yeah, this
Oh,
is just
nice.
like a little mini game, yeah.
That's cool. Alright, tell me what else I can do.
Oh boy. Well, so you went over your quiver inventory. I also added, you have 2 hip slot inventory pouches.
Oh, okay. Is it
Yeah.
like... Here, hold on. My
Yeah,
headphones.
you might have to stand up to see it.
Okay, that's fine. Let me do this. Well, I guess they can't even see me. There's this full screen, so it don't matter. But just in case for some reason if we switch. Yeah, let's see if that works. Okay, so you said I have hip inventory. Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, same deal. If you like rest your fingers on the buttons, you can see your inventory slots.
Okay.
So right now they're empty.
Yeah, okay. Oh, neat. Is that for like, I guess we saw in the trailer like apples and stuff or smoke bombs?
Yeah, yeah. So
Okay.
smaller consumables can go in your hips, and then your different arrows can go in your quiver.
Cool.
Yeah.
It is pretty fun to like just juggle arrows and stuff. All
Yeah,
right.
and you mentioned arrows sticking in people. Do you want to shoot me in the hand?
Sure.
I guess try to. Let's see if
I've
that
been waiting
that
all
practice
day.
paid off. Yeah. Oh, nice. Look at
I did the
that.
slow breathing to get that. Otherwise, I don't think I could do it. Yeah. So then, yeah. Like if you shoot me, right? Let's go ahead and. So I got that there. Pull it out, right? Now, if I rest my fingers over that, I can see that my health went down, right? So it's a good way to kind of see how things go. Now, most things you can't just pick up automatically. But you're saying like with the bow, if I try to pull it out on my left side, it'll come back to me. Not everything will do that, right? Just really the bow where you dropped it.
Yeah, that was a design choice because a lot of games will have like either like if you look like Half-Life Alyx, they
Yeah.
have sort of a flick your wrist mechanic where if
Right.
something's on the ground, you can like try to flick it up to you. They call it the gravity gloves, I think.
Yeah.
So I was debating on whether or not to have anything like that. For
Okay.
now, there's not. My concession was your bow because if you drop your bow, then
Yeah.
you're screwed. You know, if you drop it off a
You
cliff,
can't
you're
hurt
gonna, like,
anybody.
be able to get it. Yeah.
Yeah, you can run, but you got to get it back at some point. So,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah. That's cool. So sweet.
Yeah, I guess we can do a tour of the different arrows and the different items. Those
Okay.
are the fun bits, I think.
Yeah.
And some of the mechanics around the inventory, which is another thing I've been tweaking the past couple days. Like, so these are smoke bombs. So why don't you go ahead? Oh, yeah, you figured that one out. And you can try dropping it in your in your
Oh, in the
inventory
pouch?
slot. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it's like twisty. Oh, I did hear it. Okay. So now if I... Oh, I see it now. Yeah. Okay. Wonder if I can. Doop. Nope. But gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, so only one item type per inventory slot.
Oh, because there's another side too, right?
Yeah.
I wonder. Ah, okay. So if I rest my hands over the left controller buttons or the right, those both pop up. Okay. Cool.
And then the mechanic is, yeah, same as drawing arrows. You just grab it and pull it out.
Okay. I like that. Now, is
Or
it?
say you have, if you have like multiple, like right now I have 2 smoke bombs. Actually, no,
Yeah.
I have 1. But if I have 2 smoke bombs, but say you end up like with 20 and you want to get rid of all of them,
Yeah.
then you would just, you would hold the grip button and the trigger and
Okay.
like hold it over your inventory, and you'll feel your controller start to vibrate. So it's essentially like a long grab.
Oh, cool. Nice. And it just becomes a like a grab bag of things. Like if I toss it, then it becomes an item of 4.
Right, yeah.
Okay. Because I have 4 in that side. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, that's really nice if like you happen to pick stuff up and you want to give a bunch of stuff to your friend or whatever.
Right.
You don't have to like keep tossing. Plus, you wouldn't want to do it with smoke bombs anyways.
Exactly, yeah.
Because they would go off. So, awesome. Yeah, neat. So what are
And
those?
then these I named the Flea Stone, FLEA.
Okay.
You can see it. Hey.
Yeah. So I held down the index finger trigger, and then it made me smaller, which makes it like harder to hit, right?
Yes.
So-
And harder to shoot. So if you'll notice,
Oh,
the bow
I
is
never
still
tried
the same,
this.
and
Oh my
your
gosh.
arrows are still the same. Which started out as a bug, but when I was testing it with my friends, it was way too funny. I didn't want to fix it.
Oh, here, can you hit my hand? At this
Let's see
size?
if I can- There you go.
Oh my gosh. Oh, and it ran out. That's
Yeah,
really
there's
funny.
a time limit. You only stay shrunk for I think 30 seconds.
That's great. I love that. Cool.
Smoke bombs. These are I call heart stones.
Yeah.
They're one of the ways to heal in the game.
Yeah, so
It's
if I
another
look at my health,
crushable-
there you go. Very nice.
And then apples also heal, but much less.
Gotcha. And that's just you push it in your face. So that's what you saw in the tutorial, is just eating over and over again. You can almost juggle.
I can't juggle in real life, so I definitely can't juggle in VR.
Yeah. I was gonna say I will risk hitting a bunch of stuff in my room if I do that. So cool. So these are the main consumables or destructible or item pickups in the game.
For now, yeah.
Yeah. Cool. And I also noticed you do have a day cycle, right? So it's starting to get to evening. So
That was originally the idea of the game was gonna be a little more survival based.
yeah.
Have like sort of a semi-open world, and like during day you're trying to gather resources to prepare for night.
Yeah.
So I wanted to do a day-night cycle. I've kind of since abandoned that idea because it's a little too ambitious right now, but I still love the day-night approach.
So somebody was asking, can we calibrate that method while laying on the ground? So I guess if you're just laying on the ground, you go like that.
Unfortunately, yeah.
What?
Like,
what
if you'd be down to here.
you'd be like
nothing.
laying on the ground.
I mean, yeah. If this game ever becomes like big PvP, if
Yeah.
you really want to cheese it, then yeah, you would be like a foot off the ground.
That's so funny.
I would probably need to address that if that ever happened.
Right. Exactly. That's funny. Good question.
Yeah, and I've since thought about that because I had a friend who, like, as soon as I introduced calibration, he was like, "All right, I'm just gonna sit down and play this." And his arms were like out to here, but he was this tall.
That's so
It
funny.
was it was pretty. He looked like an abomination. It was
That's
gross.
great. But
But
that would
super
be
hard to
kind of
hit.
neat is, maybe there's some kind of mechanic in those things. Like, maybe you can do that, but there's a way to sit you at some sort of disadvantage if you're yay high.
True.
Like, maybe there could be a dwarf class that
Yeah.
you only run so fast or something. I don't know. I'd have to think about it. But a dwarf,
That's definitely doable. Or like scaling your peak speed with how tall you are.
yeah, that might be kind of neat to think about.
That would be neat. Although the only thing is, you did quick start, so you didn't see this. But if you do full player setup, there's like locomotion settings, so you can
Mm.
teleport if you want.
Oh, okay.
So they could probably just choose to teleport.
Yeah. Cool.
Right. So I guess let's demo the fun stuff. Why don't we go over to the other shooting range?
Okay.
Just because there's more stuff to hit. All right. Let's start you off with some explosive arrows.
So now if I
And
put,
why don't you... Here's some fire while you're at it.
yeah, so you see as I'm collecting those, they show up in my inventory. So I have 3 different ones at a single time.
And why don't you get a third?
Alright. There you go. So like explosive, fire, and lightning. Neat.
Yeah, so the top button it would be to switch between the two, and then the bottom is to activate it.
Oh, okay. So let's just say I want to do lightning. Gotcha. Okay. So then, oh, that's right. I have to hold down and then grab. Yep. Okay. So now, I think it's like this is a section that has a bunch of targets.
Yeah, so those purplish looking guys.
Oh, hey. Nice.
And
Oops,
so
wrong one.
different arrows, obviously they do different amounts of damage. Some have like AoEs and some have status effects. So like the lightning has an AoE and if you get hit by it, you're slowed.
That was a bomb one. Oops. Then we have the fire.
Fire does a little more damage and you can actually catch on fire.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it'll be a damage over time.
Oh,
Here,
nice.
You want to get set on fire?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Is there a way to not catch on fire? Like, is there water? Oh, there's water.
There's water. No, it doesn't. I'm not that good yet.
But that would be
Nah, you
cool.
just have to take it. Yeah.
Cool. Where's some of these other ones? So if I have, okay, so I have 3 right now.
hmm
How would I switch if I wanted other ones?
You'll have to do the long grab on your quiver, and it'll empty out a slot.
Oh, okay. So that was sorry, it was
Grip and trigger at the same time.
oh, that's right. So
You
you'll
have
feel
to-
it. You can feel it vibrating. And then what, I just drop them?
Yeah. I don't know if that was, unless you only had one bomb left.
Oh, okay. I think I did have just one bomb left. Oh, I see. Cool. Now I have an empty slot. So if
Nice.
I green one, whatever the brown one, red one is, and yellow. So that's okay. Cool. Let's make sure. Hold on. Somebody did a message. There needs to be an unnecessary dramatic scream every time someone gets hit. It's only right for an archery game. Yes. Like a Wilhelm scream.
Love a Wilhelm scream.
Yeah.
That was something I'm considering, or just like how much presence I want the character to invoke, rather
Yeah.
than how much like I should expect just the person. 'Cause that's one
Right.
thing about VR is like if it's supposed to be as immersive as possible, does that mean that I'm relying on the player to do all of the,
Yeah.
like the hand motions and the movement
Yeah,
and
because
the like
definitely
breathing and
when
sound
you're
effects?
when you're walking around, you just go like this.
Right.
Like.
I mean, this looks better,
Yeah.
but in real life, I don't necessarily want to be doing that.
Right.
So I wasn't sure how much how much vocals I want to give the characters.
Looks like candy
That
at the end.
one, that one is called the Splinter Arrow, and it's sort of like a shotgun.
Oh wow.
So each projectile does a specific amount of damage, and it breaks into I think like 9 or 10
Oh, I
projectiles.
can see it. Yeah.
Here, if you want to shoot me, this might kill me, but
This might kill me.
Oh.
Yeah, you can see a bunch of. Oh wow, yeah.
it's
There's
pretty
a
brutal.
bunch of them shrapnels right through your neck. Oh
I
wow,
have
okay.
like one sliver of health left.
That's funny. Alright, let's try this one. This is the it's got a
Ooh, okay.
barrel.
Uh-huh. This was inspired by Helldivers I've been playing a lot of.
Whoa. It's a
This might
bouncy.
not- So
Oh man.
that was a little okay, so shoot one like into the green parts. Like get somewhere I can stick.
Oh, I see. Oop.
There you go. Oh,
Like that.
yeah, I like that.
Oh jeez.
Yeah.
Dang. I see. So like it's kind of like a oop. Oh no. Don't want that. I can't seem to pick up my bow.
Maybe reach a little further back.
Oh, yep,
There you go.
you're right. I'm trying to make sure I'm not like. There. Okay. All right.
So this is like a artillery strike arrow.
That's cool. Because I'll try to see if I can get two people at the same. I did. Yep. There you go.
Yeah, so much bigger area of effect, much
Yeah.
more damage, but it takes like 7 seconds to call in.
Does that stick to people too, so they become running targets?
Yep.
That's
It sticks
cool.
to people, but on the flip side, if you get hit with it and you're still alive, you could take it out and throw it back if you want.
Right. Exactly. Because you could take it out of. Yeah.
Or you could just like really spam it.
That's devastating. That's cool. All right, let's see what this. Oop, see what this last one does.
So this one is a little more.
Whoa.
That was interesting that hit, but it's a little more technical, I guess. So this one is you're gonna aim it, and then you'll see that beam come out
Yeah.
the end of it. And then you'll hover over a target, and then so that means it's activated, and it's tracking that target. So then once you're tracking a target, shoot the arrow like up into the sky.
Oh, okay. It's like a homing.
It's a homing, yeah.
Oh, cool. Dang, that's cool.
So you can use that for like super long distance shots or ah!
Oh, I was hoping it would like. Nope.
Nope.
No, it just kills you. Okay. There you go. But that would be cool.
So yeah, it's good for distance shots, or like if you marked a target and then they ran around cover, you could like bank it around the wall.
I gotcha. So it still goes out, but then at some point
Right.
strikes.
Yeah, meant to like get around cover.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Yeah, those are really awesome.
Thank you. Thank
Of course,
you.
there's a mug.
Of course, there's a mug. Ooh. Mug.
Oh man, it kind of like reminds me of what is it? Not Dwarf Fortress, but the dwarf game. The
Oh, Deep Rock.
yeah, Deep Rock Galactic.
Love Deep Rock Galactic.
Yeah, you have to drink.
That's what- gotta get that grog. Is that
Yes.
what they call it? Cool. You want to go check out another map, and maybe we can do some light one-on-one?
Yeah, sure. Let's do that.
All right. Cool.
Let's see what we got. Oh, while you're going over there. Let's see. I can see the screaming causing people to try to start big group battles just to see how much noise they can make, which might not be a bad thing. And Longhorn said, I'm curious as to how involved the desired gameplay is going to be, though. Is the goal to be fast-paced or slow, methodical, cover shooting, question mark? He said, because if the goal is to have fun shooting at each other than screaming on hits, is definitely needed. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends how good you are. Because I am not good at this, so I am very slow. So, oh, sorry. Which way did you go?
I can load us up. It's okay.
Okay, yep.
Let's go. Would you want to go to a deserty map
Sure.
or okay, let's do a deserty, a little southwestern town vibe.
All right. So it's kind of like your airship takes you different places.
Yeah. Yeah, there is some like a light lore to the game.
Yeah.
It was mostly for my sake to help inspire design choices, but
Yeah.
yeah, so you travel by airship. That's why I allowed myself an artillery arrow, because I'm like, oh, I have a cannon on the airship, so
Okay.
there should be an artillery.
Now,
And I
since
know
you're the host, you're the one that chooses
Yeah.
the levels, right?
Yeah, I have full control over yeah, what type of gameplay the lobby is playing, and yeah, you can't see this right now, but right now I have the ability to change, the score we're playing to,
Yeah.
our loadout, so what arrow types we're gonna start with, what we're gonna start with in our pockets.
Yeah.
And I can change like the time of day we're playing.
Cool.
So let's go to a nice dawn. And any arrows you want to see in our quivers?
Just some bombs. One of the bombs.
Love the bombs. And let's start with some smoke bombs too. Why not? Right, so now it's game's on. And then while you're in the game, another interesting problem that I still haven't found a really good solution to is like how leaderboards will work while we're playing.
Yeah.
So right now, just if you look on the back of your left hand, you'll see just like what place you're in, your score over the
Oh, I see.
total final score.
Gotcha. That makes sense. You already found me. I needed some high ground. This has kind of got this level kind of. Oh, you already have a bomb. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, that's a smoke. You could have gotten me easily.
I wanted to be sporting. Although I don't think you've died yet, so
Yeah,
you'll have to kill me
exactly.
at some point.
You don't know where I am.
Is he in the big smoke cloud?
No way. Oh.
I hear you somewhere. Oh.
Do you hear me winding up?
Yeah, I can hear you drawing back.
There might be a way, like, that might be something that might be kind of nice is to, if there's like a, I don't know, power up that you have that keeps you silent.
Yeah, I was thinking of like I guess like a ghost mechanic. So you go transparent, you can't do any damage, but you
Yeah.
can't be damaged.
Oh, is that kind of like a spectator?
I guess, yeah, it would be like a spectator mode. That was also another interesting design choice was like what happens when you die? Like
Yeah.
what does your view become? Like,
Yeah.
I know.
One of the things I like about spectator mode is like, if especially if it's like I'm entering the game for the first time and I'm playing against people that have been doing this for years, I'm never
Uh-huh.
gonna know where anything is because I'm never gonna stay alive enough to know. But
True.
spectator mode allows me to kind of explore a bit without the risk of feeling like I'm just gonna die in 5 seconds. um, so I would find that useful. Like even if it's just like, okay, you have 10 seconds before you respawn, and that way like people can hide, right?
Uh-huh.
Because that's another thing is, um, you know, someone might just spawn and be like, oh, I know, because they're gonna figure it out. Like they're gonna spawn here. Although that's a good question. How do you spawn in this game?
So
If you
right
don't mind
now,
me asking, of course.
no, yeah, that's a also those are the design question I love is like how to this is a super mundane thing, but how do we make it the most effective? So for spawning, I have like oh my gosh, you're small. There's like a fixed number of spawn points. I want to say like 20
Okay.
probably on this map.
Oh wow.
If
Okay.
we were doing a team fight, it would be segregated 10 and 10.
Okay.
And then I have the ability to change like in code, like what I determine the best spawn point to be.
Yeah.
So right now I found the most helpful one is the what I call the random safest method. So it picks it goes through each spawn point, it checks the distance between that spawn point and the surrounding enemies,
Yeah.
and it takes the top 3 safest points and then picks a random one of those set. So that way if I kill you across the map, the nearest spawn point, because we're so far away, it would probably be that same exact spawn point that you came back up. So I wanted to prevent spawn camping.
Yeah.
So when you die super far from me, you're gonna still have like 3 random points that you could spawn to.
I was trying to see if I could shoot in the air. You have to be very light.
It's tough.
But that I could definitely see people doing that. You know what I mean? Like I don't even know. Yeah, that's like way behind you.
Are you using your hold breath?
Oh no, I didn't even think of that. So if I were to,
Even with that, you have to be super light.
yeah, that's true.
Oh, I see it. Oh, I see it. Oh.
Oh, it'd be cool if you could grab them.
That would be. You can't grab them in the air, unfortunately. Like while they're flying.
That would be cool though. That'd be
You
like
could
super
like.
hard.
You could shield your face and I hit your hand.
Oh yeah. Is that like, is like a headshot more damage than a hand?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Where you
okay.
get hit scales.
Go ahead and
So
see if you can hit my head. Yeah, definitely. That's a good idea. Ha. Oh.
got it.
Let me see if there's. Uh, Based on the current gameplay, it would be more slow and methodical just based on walk and speed and turning speed. Oh yeah. I mean, I guess it depends. Sometimes level design
Mhm.
can dictate that too, how many people are in there. Because I've seen, like, I remember when I used to play Halo back in the day, level design was definitely a big part of that. Because you'd be playing in a large scale map with like 16 people, and you can kind of walk for a while. If there are other mechanics like where you could like hide or be stealthy, that could help. Like, because then you can kind of maneuver without um, being seen or whatever.
Yeah, I found it definitely just from my like playtesting of the game. It really depends on what the map dictates.
Yeah.
So like what I've found is when people play this game, they usually like to go for like that splinter arrow or the
Yeah.
bombs. So it'll just be like fast moving down the alleyways, trying to find someone and just like shotgun them. Whereas like some of the other maps, we haven't played one yet. It's super long range,
Oh,
and
okay.
that it's like it's it's all about trying to close the distance because like medium range is where you could actually do like kill people with regular arrows. But even then, it's much slower. And it also depends on the game mode. Like this is deathmatch, there's team deathmatch, but then there's also capture the flag. So capture the flag is completely different. I sort of took the heavy Halo inspiration for doing PvP, where it's kind of just what you make of it. It's sort of
Yeah.
just like a sandbox. You pick like any type of loadout you want, and you pretty much play however you want. But yeah, no, I would love to see like if this gets more popular and a bigger player base. I like there's like whatever emerges out of that, I would be really excited to see.
I was like, I don't know what I was doing. Sometimes I get it, and sometimes I can't pull it out for some reason. Now it's fine. Might be just how it's tracking my hand, you know what I mean?
Ooh, that oh god.
Oh, that's a shotgun.
Yeah.
Oh. Nice.
Shotgun. Ooh,
I was hoping just to blast the area.
now let's go check out that the longer range map.
Okay.
Oop. I totally pressed the wrong series of buttons.
It's fine.
Well, what I did was actually what I did was I accidentally left, and then so now you're the host essentially.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you're gonna pull up the menu with the top left button.
You want
I
me
don't know
to
how to.
return to camp or in match or?
You can end match.
Okay. Do, 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 do. I like that masking. It turns the black like your menu. That's kind of cool.
Hmm. And then we'll go up here. So this is like the gameplay menu.
Oh, okay.
Go do versus and
There's
yeah, I guess deathmatch.
okay. So we
Or
were
actually,
in.
could you go back? Can you do capture the flag? You might as well
Yeah.
demo that.
So we were in Twin Outposts.
No, this is Sandport. Let's
Oh,
go
okay.
to Twin Outpost.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Kill count 1. So there's kill count, there's equipment. Oh, that's cool. Alright. Let's do a fire arrow. That's always fun. We'll do lightning. And why not? Let's do the splinter. And we'll do 5 of each. Oh, okay. Why not? Right pocket now, you grab your own thing. That's cool. That's really neat. I like the loadouts. World settings, time of day, noon. Yeah, let's start at noon. That way we can see it first. Day cycle disabled. Yeah, let's just keep it there so we can see. So what's the kill count mean on a? Oh wait, this is deathmatch. Did I not choose flag? Oh, are you still there?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know. That's another thing I haven't done is like synced up menus. So yeah, I can't see what you see.
Yeah. Capture the flag, go. And it says deathmatch down
Interesting.
here.
Well, that might be a bug. Oh my gosh.
Um,
Cause what did we do? Did we click deathmatch first and then you went back and then clicked capture the flag?
well, that was loaded, but I never hit continue yet.
Right.
But let me just see if I hit.
So which one's this?
Deathmatch, and I hit team deathmatch.
Okay.
So let me try capture the flag. Yep, just still deathmatch.
Neat. Yeah,
Alright.
I had just redone the. Well, the funny thing is, it looks like the capture the flag components are loaded, so I think just the menu is out of sync,
Oh, okay.
which I just retweaked
Okay.
recently. So
Does
that
that
does
mean
not surprise me that I broke
are
it.
there other menus that might be available in capture the flag?
It would just basically change kill count to points or something
Okay.
like that, and it behind the scenes it's doing different things.
Okay.
So I'm not sure how this will actually play in terms of a game, but
Okay. Well,
let's see.
so kill count. Will I just keep that to 1, or should I try to change it?
I would increase it, I guess.
Yeah. Let's do 10 just in case. No, excuse me. All right. You ready to see what happens?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. And you would know if it's capture the flag?
So yeah, if you go on top of the your base, which is the red
Okay.
base, you'll see the flags that quote unquote flags that I'm trying to steal.
Oh, okay. Oh, what's this? Don't mind if I do. How do we get up there? Is there like a... Oh, okay, there's a back stair. I see... It's like a red torch?
Yeah.
Is that it?
So
Okay.
you won't be able to pick yours up unless I steal it. So
Yeah. Okay.
if you're trying to grab it,
Yeah.
it's not broken. But yeah, you could see how like this size of map would lend itself to a different type of gameplay
For sure.
and like different desired arrows too.
Are you already shooting at me? Or did I just... Oh my goodness. Yes, you are.
Oh, look at that. That's cool.
Whoa. Sheesh. Uh...
And unfortunately for you, I know where all the pickups are, so yeah.
Dev cheating.
Yeah.
Whoa. That's the only thing with VR is falling down can throw you for a loop.
Yeah, you definitely need VR legs, as they say.
Ah. Oh, there are rocks to go through. This kind of reminds me of so you said you play Halo?
Yep.
Reminds me
Call
of
it out.
Sidewinder.
Call it out. Is that a Blood Gulch?
Or sorry, Blood
reskin?
Gulch. Yes. They
Okay.
were Blood Gulch. Yeah. What was Sidewinder? I'm mixing up the Halos. They might have been similar maps, but just called different things.
Yeah, because, yes, this one I had to put in a Blood Gulch ripoff
Yeah.
because when my friends and I would play Halo, that was all we would play.
That's
We
great.
just crash warthogs into each other on Blood Gulch. And here there's also some jump jets that I added. We were talking about before.
Oh yeah. Where are those at?
So if you... Let's see, you're sneakily trying to steal my base.
Sneakily.
Okay.
Sneakily trying to steal your arrows.
So there's
Oh, they're up
one-
there?
Yeah, there's one
Oh.
here to go to the other side, and then a comparable one on the other side.
I gotcha. So these, yeah, so we haven't showed these. These are... Whoa. That was weird. Okay. Just me turning around.
Or here you can...
Whee!
I just threw a smoke bomb after you.
Oh no! That's actually a good tactic, right? If you're trying to help your ally, I guess. I mean, I guess it depends, like, how big the map is, how many players are there, because I don't know, it might help. It's always hard, right? Because, like, depending on how many players are there and where people know,
Mm-hmm.
you know, people might be waiting at those spots. That's the only thing I had a hard time with Halo is, like, people would just be like, okay, cool, land there, and they would just have, you know, a rocket launcher or something and be like, okay, just when you're landing,
Yeah.
boom, there you go. But it would be kind of neat if there was, like, a way, like, if there was wind that would just set you off a little bit so you wouldn't just die immediately. Because wind
That's a
could
good idea.
wind could play an important mechanic in archery too, right? So
True. I wouldn't want it to affect the arrows because people have a hard enough time hitting
Yeah.
people in this game.
but that
But-
could be a mechanic you can add to the gameplay for people who are really, you know, professional.
That's true. That could be like
So
player plus.
it could be like, I mean, even if you do your breathing, maybe you could kind of counteract that a little bit and still
Mhm.
see it. Like, you could still use that, but yeah.
Yeah, I did want to add like like a SWAT mode, like Halo. So like
Yeah.
headshots only, only
Oh,
regular
okay.
arrows. But
Yeah.
I would definitely consider, since you were talking about like the jet jump spawn camping,
Yeah.
I could make it so the jump jet could like pick from 3 different random locations and you just randomly fly to one.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
Well, yeah, it's like sometimes those maps can really change the way the game moves. Because I like one of my favorite levels was Chiron, the one with all the teleporters,
Okay.
and we would just play rockets. And
Right.
it was
Yeah.
nice because it didn't matter how good you were. It was just like it was really hard to figure out where people would go. You'd have to be super, really knowledgeable which teleporters go where, or you figure out patterns and stuff. Um, so like something like that, but maybe with jump pads might be kind of neat.
See a level that's nothing but jump pads.
Yeah, that would be cool. Or like, because then you could get like, okay, so we were talking about achievements, right? So maybe
Hmm.
if you get an achievement by a kill in midair, you get an achievement, right?
For sure.
Or 5 of
For
them or
sure.
something. Because those are the things that like people will like start to play. Oop, I fell. Start to play online for is like to get those achievements. I have a friend
Yeah,
of mine who's like really into that. Oh, hey.
that's sort of the. Oh, those are the artillery. Damn, you found them. Oh, I think you dropped them.
Oh. Because I have too much. Oh, you found them. Here, you can have them back. Yeah, these are the.
I don't need them.
I'm way too good. These ones are fun though. Was it this one? Or no, I just picked up the lightning, didn't I? Yeah. Oh. Whoa. Yeah, this one would especially be good if you like you saw someone and you're like, "Oh, hey." Well, I guess I would. And you knew they were like, gonna land there, then you would just wait for him to stop at that end.
Very true. And I think some of those with the bigger AoEs will definitely probably be even more useful once you start doing PvE.
Yeah.
Just because I'm not gonna make the AI that smart to start avoiding artillery strikes or anything.
Yeah. Oh, so is that something you plan on doing? Is adding in AI enemies?
Yeah, so PvE will be I can think of 2 modes in mind. Both are basically wave survival.
Yeah.
But yeah, either one is you start at like a base that you're trying to prevent waves from getting in and you just see how long you can last.
Yeah.
And the other would be like there's a fixed number of bases and
Okay.
you spawn in at a random location and you need to fight your way to the base,
Oh,
take it,
cool.
and then go to the next one.
Yeah, you almost need that, especially starting off, just to be like, okay, cool, I got some of the mechanics. I went through the tutorial. But now if you go over enemies and you do pretty well with them, then you know you kind of got some of the basics figured out. I mean, obviously, it'll be different when, someone's really good playing, but you should also do a funny version of Capture the Flag where instead of Capture the Flag, it's Capture the Stool.
Oh yeah, you haven't even
And-
captured my flag yet.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. That's, boop. Oh, there's a horn. I see. And then the first thing you would do is make sure I don't go to this thing.
Yeah, let me just lay down some cover fire.
Oh. So you can see that. Oh, that's cool. That's what I was hoping for, is like you would see the blue trail. Have you thought about crouching as a mechanic in the game? I don't know if that would be good or bad.
I mean, I've seen both in VR where there's a button press to crouch, but honestly, it's in my opinion, if you want to crouch in VR, then you
You
should have to
crouch. You
crouch.
physically crouch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, a physically based game, like, you know, you can do the work. That's the whole point of VR, right? Is
It's more physical.
you can do it.
That's what I like about it, at least. I know there's some like, especially with Quest, there's like compliance standards you need to meet.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, the best games are the ones that like take the player as serious.
Right.
That's why I kind of like that. It's a little hard to shoot people. It's something that you need to actually practice with.
Yeah.
And another game that I like to draw a comparison to is Rumble. If you've ever played Rumble,
I just
Don't
hit my
mind me.
monitor.
don't mind me. Like Rumble is a PvP game. Oh, oh.
There's gotta be. I gotta try that. So it's a. It sounds familiar. I think I've heard of it.
It's basically like earthbending in VR. It's very, very fun, but it's also like got such a high skill ceiling.
Yeah.
Like you need to like actually practice and memorize the moves and things.
Oh wow, that's cool.
And it's very physical. But I think that's a little more rewarding that way.
So, here's someone was saying you could always randomize the jump pads to some extent, or allow rotating them so the player can choose where they land.
Ooh, rotating's a
Yeah,
good idea.
I like the rotating idea. Where because that's the thing is like, because that is one thing is it. Yeah, I mean, once you're out in the open, if you have to be out in the open, you are slow. You're a slow moving snail. You lost an arm, or did you?
Oh no, it's just behind.
Oh, yeah. It looked like you didn't have an arm at all. Okay. Now we can just go by handicaps. I mean, this is where stabbing would be better. Eh. But that would be cool if you could, like, throw, I guess. Did you ever have to test these types of things where it's like, okay, will the game break if a player just keeps throwing a bunch of arrows?
Inadvertently, yes, I've tested that.
Oh, that
Just
one
'cause
went
that's the
real
first
far.
thing. That's the first thing my friends like to do. Is
Yeah.
just try to break it.
Look at that
and,
one.
Yeah, spawn as many things as possible. I will say the spawning a bunch of fire arrows, those can break the game.
Oh, really?
Just because you're adding particle effects over and over
Yeah.
and over again.
Well, I mean, and there's something to be said that, like, if you've got, I don't know, 20 of the same arrows, well, even those, right, you only have as many as, because you have as many of these basic ones, and it looks like they're disappearing, but, some of the other fire ones, you only have so many depending on how many they put in the game.
Right.
Which I think
yeah.
in this one is like 5 on each side or something.
There's some sneaky thing my friend always does is somehow he gets up into the tree and he's able to stand up there.
Oh,
Just fun cheesing it like that is great.
Oh, it's probably because depending on the size of the trunk.
I don't know how he's able to do it every time. Those are the little things that I like that I don't want to fix.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, it comes from a very Halo-like background where
It's like that, or like hiding in bushes,
Yeah.
It's like, where am I right now, Wes? You can't see me.
Yeah, because it's used to be a stump, I remember, or a tree without a stump in Halo in one of the main campaigns, and I'd always love seeing it because I was like, oh, hey. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's not easy.
I don't know how he does it.
There you go.
Oh, nice.
It's
Oh.
easy to fall down, though. But if I lean forward... Oh, I fall down. I bet you my head is colliding. I mean, it'd be kind of difficult to make this advantageous other than
Ooh.
if you
Oh, I
had...
got it.
You got it?
I got it.
Let me see if I can even
Oh,
shoot.
no, I fell. But,
Can
I
you
can't
see?
see you. I see your feet. That's about it. Eh.
I mean, I can't see anything. As soon as I lean forward, I fall down.
The bushes I should actually fix. Because if you, like, crouch in a bush,
Yeah.
you'll be able to see right through it. And I can't see you at
Oh.
all.
Yeah.
But that's also, like, I don't know if I want to fix that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that does make it really easy. I mean, there's I think what would really make this game really interesting is some of the game designs, right? Like, people used to make up games like for Halo that was like, hey, let's make a mock-up
Oh, yeah.
like zombie game, and then it became part of the main like
Right.
gameplay. Like every PvP game now does a zombie-like game. But you could do something like that, or if you can say hide and seek, and maybe it's you have to find. You could go back to the small guy. Like maybe one guy is a small guy in this big area.
That was originally the small guy actually had a purpose to it. I was gonna make it where it was everybody versus one person,
Yeah.
and the one person would load out with. There's a shield in the game. I don't think you saw it.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that.
They would load out with a shield, smoke bombs, and stones to get small,
Yeah.
and they would be trying to go like collect stuff, and everybody else would try to kill them.
I like that. Yeah, we used to do that in Halo where like, how in the lobby you could like change red or blue team you could go to. So people would like, dick around and like, oh, I'm on the red, I'm on the blue, and then be like only two people, and then one person as the time was going down gets stuck on just the red team.
Gotcha.
And you're like, oh, I guess everybody against me. And then like sometimes it's to their advantage because I
Yeah.
played that before in like a big level like Blood Gulch or whatever, and I won because no one could find me. And then
Yeah,
they would
and,
just
like,
dick around like doing nothing, and then I would be like boop.
and there's like twice as many people to kill.
Yeah, exactly.
We would
so-
do that. There's a similar thing. When you're on the airship to change teams, there's
Yeah.
just two buckets of color,
Yeah.
and you pick which one. So my friends have been doing that, where they'll just like randomly be strobing back and
Oh.
forth between red and blue.
Oh, is that how you pick your teams? Is you grab the colors? Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I like that. That was always kind of fun because it was like, it's just if you're waiting for other people, there is that lull time between waiting for the game to start that I think is also kind of a game. Whether
Uh-huh.
it's you're setting up the game or you're doing something fun like what was it what was that game that came out the one where you're like collecting resources on alien planets and there's monsters on those planets. It was we actually did a let's play on it. But anyways, you'd be in a spaceship and you could do like dancing and you had little things you can collect along the trip, and you could kind of set up your trip to be advantageous to like, you grab walkie-talkies or you'd get like a flashlight or something like that. So there's always this like meta game between stuff before you start the main thing. So all that would be kind of neat. That's why I was talking about the drinking thing would be fun, or
Yeah,
if
that's why
it's-
I started to try to do that on the airship. There's like the table with
Yeah.
apples and like cups and stuff. But I would fleshing out those little things, like putting that polish on it, is really what sets a game apart.
Yeah. But it gives me a lot of ideas, so that tells me there's a lot of fun to be had, I think. I mean, even this like is really cool. Those things kind of come as you start to play with other friends and stuff. You're like, oh, you thought about this, or they make up their own game or whatever.
Yeah, that's what like emergent gaming is. So much fun.
I almost want to double jump.
If you like hit a tree while you're jumping, you should be able to like jump off it.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, you're right. A little bit. I mean, it's hard to see, but... Ah. Or instead of a banshee, you have a dragon that
That would be
can pick you
that
up.
would be sweet. That's another I need to figure out. Oh, well, that brings up two things in mind. One is VR vehicles is hard for
Yeah.
two reasons. One is just like players usually get motion sick when they're moved without their permission.
Yeah.
So vehicles would be an interesting dance to get that to work right. But also two, like if just in game dev in general, if you're a character on a moving like platform or something, it usually takes like a decent amount of setup to get that to work, to have like the platform and the character move as one.
I could
And
fix that though.
that translates to like the airship and stuff when the airship's moving.
Oh, okay. Well, I could
A
fix
lot
that
of
for a dragon. If you just need to understand its position, just let the dragon or whatever eat it, and then remove any physics, and then when they're done, just place them where they're supposed to go. And
oh yeah,
then and then you wouldn't
it
even
could
see
be like
anything.
it could be like a morph stone or something where yeah,
Yeah.
your body turns into something like that. That'd
Yeah.
be cool.
Because that way, if it's like the player's not looking at anything, although, be honest, I'd love to be able. I mean, I know I get motion sickness, but I'd love to be able to see where I'm going. But if there's an option, I guess not to, that would be useful. But because if I was flying, I'd be like, oh, cool, like. But if you didn't want that, you could do, like you said, a morph stone. Maybe it just kind of shows you like a blue particle in your vision, and then when you're done, that goes away and you transform back to your person. Yeah, that's cool. I think somebody else said it needs music. Needs music.
That's another thing that I'm so unsure about is like when should there be should like yeah, your players be making sounds? Should there be atmospheric
Yeah.
music going on? Right now there's just it might be hard for the streamers to hear, but there's just like a ambient wind.
Yeah.
I should probably throw in like a layer of like, bird call and stuff like
Right.
that.
Yeah. And I know that stuff gets challenging, right? Because then it's a bird call, but when do you do that, right? It's during the day, but then when it turns to night, it turns to crickets or something.
Uh-huh.
And then you got to track all that, right? So, but yeah, it's cool. Yeah, this is great. I was trying to see if anybody else was talking. Yeah, I think it's great. I'd like to do a let's play or something like this with a bunch of folks sometime. Maybe we can. If we can't do it with COGG, if there's not enough people with VR headsets, we could talk to the VR Columbus group and see if they want to do a larger play test or something like that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And talk to Chris or whatever. That's something else. If you guys are interested, Bernie and I were there, what was it, Wednesday? I think it was Wednesday. Wednesday night we went to VR Columbus. They do something every once in a while, like an event, and they talk about VR stuff. So if you're interested in VR stuff, that's another good Columbus group that you can go to. I'm trying to do more online events with them too, because I think that VR meta worlds and games and stuff are pretty neat to explore. But cool. All right. Well, I think this gives people a good starting point. If you want to pick this up, it's on Steam, right?
Yep, on Steam, Bone and Arrow.
Cool. So definitely let us know what you think, and yeah, I don't know if you are needing some testers, let us know. Bernie got me access to the beta, so he's always updating stuff. But yeah, what's your plans after this? You want to just keep doing updates and getting promotional?
Yeah, I'm starting to look into getting maybe a third-party company or contractors or something to start sorting out social media and marketing because
Yeah.
I'm terrible at that stuff.
Yeah.
And that's a full-time job. That and then yeah, further develop PvE and the other game modes. That's
Okay.
really it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple smaller publishers that you can contact. I don't know. I wish there was like one that I knew of that specifically did like indie VR games. Although that's always a hard sell because it's still kind of new, but also like, yeah, it's hard to publish outside of Steam, right?
Yeah.
If you're trying to really do it, full time, it's like, you want it on Steam, and if you can, you want it on Oculus, and then you want it on SideQuest or whatever. obviously those are still viable, but yeah, I mean, if I think of any, there's, I'll send it your way. There's one in, what is it? Pennsylvania, they have one, Thorn. What is it? I have their Discord. Because I do small publishers that I try to follow. But, yeah. Well, that's large. I mean, not that you couldn't reach out to them too, but there's one that's Thorn something or other. Big Indies. I'll have to look at it. If I let you know, I'll send it your way.
Yeah, it'd be great.
But they do kind of like, I don't know, they do variety of games, although a lot of what they do is more wholesome games. So it may not be the right fit, but that's the other thing is like thinking about, your game could be like really cool, but it may not fit the repertoire of whatever the publisher's working with. We've had that when we were talking with some folks with multivarious games, and we were like, this is a great game, but like it doesn't really fit with our library that people are used to. So, let me see. I need Destructibles. Need more Destructibles. That would be cool. Sweet. All right. Well, I think that's all I've got, unless you got something else you wanted to showcase or talk about.
No, I think that sums it up. Thanks for doing this.
Yeah.
Thanks for the showcase.
I'm glad it worked out that we could both play, because I had such a problem
Yeah.
for a sec. That is VR, though, sometimes. Cool. All right. So what we'll probably do is I'll sign off of this, and then let me see what time it is. It's 3:19. So I'm going to jump into the Discord in the general voice channel. So anybody that's on the stream or anybody coming in later wants to jump in, you're more than welcome to. We're just going to chat away. If you want to talk and have any questions for me or whatever, you can do that. Obviously, Bernie, you're more than welcome to come if you want to.
Yeah, I'll hop over. I'll be there for a couple minutes.
Okay.
I gotta head out.
And then, yeah, just let us know what you think. And then, if nothing else, thanks for stopping by. Let me go ahead and see if I can switch back over to my real face. Okay. And I'll push it to, I guess, my stream. Whoop. There you go. Ah, cool. Haha, now you can see me in the headset. All right, thanks everybody for stopping by to the Central Ohio Game Dev group for our Game Dev meetup. So that'll conclude our bone and arrow demonstration. If you want to pop on by, we're going to jump into the general Discord channel. So let us know. Let me go ahead and put that. I'll kind of move my camera down. I'll put that in the chat channel so that people can find it. Where is that? That's peer-to-peer. Oh, someone's already there. Copy link. And then I'll copy that to the YouTubers. And yeah, we'll be there for probably about a little bit under the hour till about 4. And just come and go as you please, anybody who wants to. But otherwise, thanks for stopping by. I'll be sure to kind of catch you guys at the next event, which will be our CCAD event, which is May 10th. So that should be a lot of fun. And we'll have Prototype and Play again. That's going to be online in our Discord channel. Our Let's Play series. I might have one of our other officers mods come by and help out with that. I'm going to keep it a secret right now, but it should be a fun game. Because I'm not sure if we're going to be able to do it or not yet, so we'll see how that goes. But otherwise, yeah, should have a lot of fun. And then again, we'll have our Game Dev meetup on the last Saturday of May, just like we did today. But if nothing else, have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for stopping by.